They grew up as enemies. They argued, fought, and promised never to like each other. But life has a strange way of turning childhood rivalry into adult love. This is a story about pride, forgiveness, growth, and a love neither of them planned. If you enjoy emotional stories with strong lessons, like, subscribe, and listen. On Unity Street, everyone knew everyone. Children played football on the dusty road, mothers shouted from balconies, fathers argued about politics at sunset. At number 7 lived Mrs. Adeyaze, the tailor. Her sewing machine sang all day. Clothes hung everywhere. Bright fabrics, neat stitches, dreams sewn into cloth. At number 9 lived Dr. Raymond Cole, the respected doctor. People lined up every morning for treatment. His house was quiet, clean, and disciplined. Between these two houses lived constant trouble. That trouble had 2 names: Lena Okori, the tailor's daughter, and Daniel Cole, the doctor's son. Lena and Daniel were the same age. From the first day they met, they clashed. Daniel was proud, always neat, always correcting others. Lena was bold, talkative, never afraid to speak her mind.
"You think you're better than everyone because your father is a doctor," Lena once shouted. "And you think noise is confidence," Daniel replied sharply. They argued over football teams, over school positions, over who crossed the street first. Teachers separated them. Neighbors laughed. Those two, people said, they fight like cats and dogs. They promised each other one thing: "I will never like you." Though they lived close, their lives were different. Lena helped her mother after school, cutting threads, pressing clothes, delivering finished work. She learned patience, hard work, humility. Daniel lived under pressure. His father expected excellence, top grades, perfect behavior. Failure is not an option, Dr. Cole often said. Daniel learned discipline, focus, silence. Both children carried weight, just different kinds, but neither understood the other. One hot afternoon, Lena was running errands. Daniel rode past on his bicycle, too fast. He hit a stone, lost control, and fell hard. People gathered. Lena ran forward. Despite their rivalry, she knelt beside him. "Don't move," she said firmly. She called for help, held his hand. Daniel was shocked. That was the first crack in their hatred. But pride quickly covered it. The next day, they were enemies again. Time passed. Secondary school ended. Daniel left the street to study medicine in the city. Lena stayed back. Money was tight. Her mother's health began to fail. Lena became the backbone of the house. She learned tailoring seriously. She learned business. She learned strength. Years passed without contact. Unity Street changed, but memories stayed. One afternoon, a black car stopped on Unity Street. People whispered. Daniel Cole was back. Taller, calmer, a qualified doctor. Lena watched from her shop. She didn't recognize him at first. Then their eyes met. Something stirred. Not anger, not hatred, something unfamiliar. Lena's mother fell sick one evening, very sick. Panic filled the house. Someone shouted, "Call Dr. Cole's son." Daniel arrived quickly, professional, focused. He treated Mrs. Adiza with care. Lena watched quietly. Afterward, he spoke gently. "She will be fine," he said. "Thank you," Lena replied softly. Their voices were different now. Older, calmer. Awkward silence followed. "We've grown," Daniel said. "Yes," Lena replied. "We have." They began seeing each other often. At the pharmacy, at the clinic, on the street. Sometimes they argued, out of habit, but it felt different, lighter. Sometimes they laughed. That felt strange. "Remember when you poured water on my books?" Daniel asked once. "You deserved it," Lena replied, smiling. He smiled back, and something clicked.
Despite the growing closeness, a wall stood between them. Daniel's family had expectations. A tailor's daughter? His aunt scoffed. She's not your level. Lena heard the whispers. You're dreaming, people said. Doctors don't marry tailor's daughters. She pulled away. Daniel noticed. You've changed, he said. Lena looked at him. No, she replied. I remembered my place. Daniel confronted his father. I care about Lena, he said. Dr. Cole frowned. Life is not about emotions, he replied. Choose wisely. Daniel felt torn. Lena focused on her business. She expanded her shop, trained young girls, worked harder, but at night she thought of him. One evening they met by chance. Words turned sharp. You're ashamed of me, Lena said. That's not true, Daniel replied. Then choose me, she challenged. He hesitated. That hesitation hurt more than rejection. Goodbye, Daniel, Lena said, and she meant it. Years passed again. Lena became successful. Her shop grew into a fashion house. Daniel became respected. But something was missing. Both felt it. Neither admitted it. During a medical outreach program, Daniel visited a rural town. He saw a familiar sign, Okori Designs, empowering women. Lena was there, teaching, leading, confident. Their eyes met again. This time, there was no anger, only truth. They talked, really talked, about fear, about pride, about mistakes. I was afraid, Daniel admitted, of disappointing everyone. I was afraid too, Lena said, of losing myself. Silence followed, then understanding. Daniel returned home. He faced his family. I choose love, he said calmly. Lena didn't beg, didn't wait. She chose herself. When Daniel came to her shop, humble and honest, she listened. This time it was a choice, not pressure, not pride, but choice. They married quietly. No drama, no noise, just respect. Unity Street celebrated. The tailor's daughter, the doctor's son. Once enemies, now partners. Final lesson. Childhood rivalry can turn into deep understanding. Pride can block love, but growth, honesty, and choice can turn enemies into soulmates. If this story touched your heart, remember, love grows when we grow. Like, subscribe, and share for more meaningful stories. Thanks.